Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have another one here. I want to start off by thanking all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I want to thank everybody who liked the videos that I previously made. Some feedback. There was some questions, so I appreciate that. So let's begin. Well, first of all, let me start off by talking about what this video is going to be about. So as some of you may know, I tend to pay attention to the market when the total market cap is around 285, so when it gets around that area, 285 to 300, I'll start to make like a lot of consecutive videos because by that time we'll be in some type of a rally. So, it's getting a little close. I've been keeping an eye on it. It dipped down into the 50s and now it's kind of like slowly climbing back up to the 60s. So I thought that little consistency was a good reason to make a video. So that's why I'm here today. All right. Now, if you looked at any of my previous videos, I did a series talking about the top 5 cryptos that's in my thoughts, my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you any financial advice on any type of trading or anything of that nature. But this is just, in my opinion, looking at the crypto market in a speculative fashion. I thought these coins stood out the most. So the first one that was like number 1 on my list was Tron. So Tron is currently at a little bit over a penny, kind of teetering around the 2-cent range for that 2-cent range breakout. Currently down 2.56%. Like I said, I really don't get involved or really pay attention to the market until it's in at least high end of the 285, 300 billion, So yeah, that's my number 1. My number 2 is, let me see. Bear with me, guys. I haven't really made any videos in a minute, but I'm gonna try to make. As a matter of fact, before I even finish this top 5 list, let me say this as well. If you are a Forex trader, I have a market makers series that I will present every Sunday right before the market opens. I'm going to do a video, mostly talking about the market. Instructions. It's a course actually available. The information will be down in the description of those videos. So if you're into Forex, you might want to check out those videos. Real informative. So yeah, now that I got that out the way, let's continue on. So another one of the coins that I thought was a good coin to take a look at is Verge. So if you go back to any of my videos, we were talking about Verge when it was at 0.003. It's currently at 0.007, looking to re-enter into the penny realm, so that's real encouraging to see this much growth and this much volume, and consistency being played out with Verge. But when I get to a certain type of coin that I hold in high regards as far as standard, wallet, boots on the ground with people actually doing something, development of the blockchain, I'm gonna speak real, highly of it. And hopefully you guys can see the difference between some of these cryptos that we all tend to talk about here on YouTube. And some of them is just like they're not worth anything. They're not worth anything at all. But I do recall at one point Verge making at that time, maybe a couple of years ago, a merger with, or doing something, some type of project with Pornhub. Now that's not the best of platforms, like I said before, but at the end of the day, that's a big name because, they get millions and millions of views on a daily basis. And, they do business, and you can actually purchase any of their products or services with Verge. So I thought that was real interesting. I would prefer more commercial businesses to make these type of connections with, but you take what you could get at this time. This is early crypto, so they're just trying to make, I'm pretty sure if a big company was to come on board to use their blockchain, maybe they'll cut ties with certain partnerships. Who knows? But so since that time I heard that news, I've been watching them, and one thing I can say for sure, they grow as consistent as any of the rest of the cryptos, and they do keep a reasonable amount of value in comparison to what they're saying their blockchain is for, and how it's being used. You can realistically see, about maybe this much volume in transactions, or, things happening on the blockchain with this cryptocurrency. So that's Verge, and let's just keep on moving on. And then we got right here IOST coming in at 76 on the market cap list, down currently 0.32%. This one as well was one that when we mentioned it on the channel, it was like a little bit lower than it is now. So already you can see the growth, the fractional growth, but it's still growth nevertheless. And I really don't know a lot about IOST. I've been reading up on them. I've seen some videos some people made on YouTube that champions the crypto. But at the end of the day, what really matters is if people are actually using this crypto, or any crypto for that matter. And we all know everybody likes to speculate on Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, we buy Bitcoin to be able to, or maybe Ethereum, to be able to buy these cryptos off of exchanges, or however you might buy them. You know what I'm saying? So here's a IOST, and you can take a look at that, but we're gonna keep moving. I think I'm going to, just to go back a little bit, I think I'm going to do a deep dive on this and see if they actually have like some type of wallet, and then see if you can actually, utilize that wallet and it's safe, and you won't lose your crypto by sitting it in this wallet, or no funny business. So we're going to check that out. We might do a little video on that type of review, but let's keep it pushing down the list. And one thing I want to note that, if you just look at this one and look where it's sitting. So, and this is a perfect example of everything that I was talking about in regards to Electroneum. So let's just stretch this out real quick. Okay. Now, about a month ago, Electroneum had a fantastic pop, where it almost, it literally doubled people's money. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doubled, and it just did something really, really volatile as far as the increase. It was sitting at 0.003 at one point. Here, how you have it, 0.0028, and then it just burst on the scene all the way to I believe it was at the time, I think, a penny. I'm not mistaken, a penny. Right? Yeah, right there. Boom, a penny. and it had huge amount of value, 7 million, 8 million-ish, right? So that's enough money for, and that's a lot of movement. So, you know, people were very happy about that. There was some news, things were happening. Some of the team was making videos and doing interviews. So it was a real exciting time for Electronium. But the true electronius, no, I don't even know if that's the word, but we all know that um, you know, the market is not healthy enough to even maintain such growth like that or continue with that type of growth. There's just nothing happening in crypto. So, you know, there's no reason for that. And I even made a video about that. And I also talked about the pitfalls of it being a complete replication of what took place about a year ago when out of nowhere it popped. There was some news, Electronium was doing some things, and everybody was excited, and then it just plummeted right back down to the bottom. And I thought this was, you know, the exact same thing. And I warned people about this. And as you can see, you know, it's since that penny, it done dropped off a half a cent already. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if it just continues to slide, because as we go back and take a look, you can see the 24-hour volume on it is now $353,000. Now, for me, I like it around that area. Okay, that's a accumulation number right there, and this is the accumulation area. So I don't mind, you know, getting involved, getting the bag at these levels. You know, I expect it to continue to slide, maybe slide down to, you know, even 3.003, whatever. You know, it can even slide down that far, but it won't stay there. And that's the whole thing, especially with the market in general starting to heat up. So once this heats up, see what I'm saying, and we get to 285 and 300, and then, you know, 350 and 4, if it's in its sliding phase where it's sliding backwards, then that means, you know, nobody's paying attention to it. And that's what you want. You want nobody to be paying attention to these jewels that's hidden all throughout this cryptocurrency market, and you seek them out and find them, and then, you know, that's how you get your bag, and that's how you get your bag. So that's about it. It's surprisingly stood for a long time. I thought it would, you know, do it rapidly, but it kind of like, you know, resisted a little bit, and that was also encouraging because more, you know, more volume came into it. And just to explain to you for a minute how just such of a gem that this crypto is, because it has a paper wallet, okay? A paper wallet that you can, you know, secure your own bag with. And that's just so important. I don't think people really grasp that. I can't even explain it, you know, in such detail, you know, without basically just saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. You know, you just can't do that. You can't do that to people because you don't have the licenses and the, you know, credentials to talk about things in a certain type of way, in a certain type of fashion, you know. But if any of you that are crypto people, you know, you might want to take a look at this. You might want to go to their actual website, maybe look at some other videos that people make. Some huge community, people make Electronium videos all the time. They follow this very closely. So you might want to just take a peek at this, because it's worth having, and you can control basically your crypto. And I like that. I like that aspect. It doesn't have to be on an exchange for years. You can control your own assets, and That's what I like about that. So Electroneum's about 100. It's at 100 on a crypto, on a Coinmarket Cap list. It's at 100. I don't, see it shooting up into the top 50s no time soon. In fact, I think it'll slide actually to the I think it'll slide beyond the top 100 and go into, the usual 125 somewhere. But that doesn't make it a bad, a bad crypto. That doesn't make it a bad crypto at all. In fact, I think this is the time where you need to really pay attention to it. So let's go over to our next one, which is going to be DENT. And here, DENT to me is another special. It's another special crypto project because, for one, what I love about this one is the price range. Okay, right? The price range, the price point, it's at 0.0002. I would love to catch this at maybe 0.000088 or 98 or somewhere around there. Even if it slides to the ones and beyond, this is just a fantastic bag grabber right here. If you thought about getting a bag of something, this is the bag to get. You know what I mean? Your ROI is just sick. It's just sick in comparison to a lot of different. The liquidity is not bad. 24-hour volume, we got 1 million plus. This can easily shoot up. I seen it as much as, this can shoot up. You know what I'm saying? So long as you see at least 1 million, that's a good sign to me. That's a good show of, just fair health. I wouldn't say just it's a good, healthy amount of value. No, we all would like more as bag holders, but with this climate, the way the market is, we know everything is all, just been going down for a year, maybe over a year now. You know what I mean? So for it to hold fort at around 0.0002 and maintain a volume of 500,000 and better, that's good. You can't ask for more, because it's some coins on here that have, question marks right here. We got volume and there's a bunch of question marks. Like we don't know. We got it listed somehow, but we don't know what's going on with it. So it's always good to see this. You can go to their website. They got some information. I think, let me see if I got another crypto. IOST, Verge. Yeah, you know what we're going to do, since this is the last one? Let's just go over to their website, because some of you left a comment and said to take a look at the new roadmap. And guys, I got to be perfectly honest with you. I have to be perfectly honest with you. This is a new page, so before we break this down, I'm going to end this video, and we're just going to do a whole DENT video, and I'll see you guys soon. I didn't even know they had a new page up. This is new to me, and yeah, so we're going to do a DENT and we'll talk about it.